our nation's capital tonight. You know, most of us are very aware of the highs and lows of life. When something knocks you down, you get back up, you keep going. But what if that something was something more devastating than you were ever prepared to deal with? For Jake Keeslar, losing both of his legs in Iraq certainly wasn't something he was prepared for. He made an incredible sacrifice for us. And now, with the love and support of his wife, Vanessa, he's rebuilding his life one step at a time. It's a story of unconditional love, and it's this week's Real America. For Jake and Vanessa Keeslar, this is a defining moment in their lives.
This is feeling really good.
Here at the Walter Reed Medical Center, Jake was just fitted for his second prosthetic leg and is taking some of his first steps since the explosion. He had been in Iraq 11 months when his striker hit an IED. He survived, but the explosion cost him both his legs. Life is no longer the same for him or for his wife.
I was really upset that I blew it, you know. I mean, that's what I felt like, is I blew it. So, it's all about taking steps, and I'll get there again.
One step at a time, Jake is taking back his life and striving for a normalcy most of us take for granted.
It's pretty exciting. You know, I just wanted to run out the door at the hospital, but there's a long way to go.
For many couples, something of this gravity would test the limits of a marriage. But for Jake and Vanessa, it's renewed them. They're facing the unfathomable with courage together, determined to take back the life they once had.
There are things that we need to get back to. I don't necessarily know that it's a, you know, the picture that we have in our heads. It's snapshots. It's like, almost like a collage, because there's so many things that we are passionate about.
Passionate about diving, biking, and rock climbing. Activities Jake fully intends to be doing once more.
To see him up there, climbing again and figuring out what that looks like for him now, it's just going to be one of those moments.
Jake and Vanessa have known each other almost a lifetime. They grew up just a few miles apart in Southern California.
I had a crush on her, and we had a physical science class together, and I used to always slip her notes.
But they weren't high school sweethearts. As a matter of fact, they were far from it.
She was on one end of the spectrum when I was on the other, so.
I thought he was a dork. I did. Sorry, I did. I thought he was a dork.
I'd kick you.
It wasn't until decades later that their friendship blossomed into something more, and Vanessa realized he was the one.
Those guys, the ones that you don't necessarily see clearly in high school, turn into the best human beings.